early March, Spokane, Washington, and a light layer of snow has blanketed the region. Let's get inside where it's warm and start our video. Hey, thanks for joining me here at Keystone Lawn and Tree Care on this cold March morning. A little bit of snow out there, so hey, let's make a video. Thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time, my name is Chris, and I work at Keystone Lawn and Tree Care in Spokane, Washington. And I like to make these videos about helpful tips and tricks about things that I've learned over the last nearly 15 years of mowing lawns. Stay tuned. Hiring is such a drag. It can be difficult and a tedious thing to do in the lawn care industry. Let's talk about whether or not hiring employees is something you should do if you're currently a solo operator right now. You know every customer is getting good work since you're the one doing it. You don't have to worry about if Picky Miss Jones had her patio blown off adequately or not. You don't have to pay someone else. You save money. If you're the only employee, you don't have to pay workman's comp on yourself as a solo operator. You don't even need to pay employment taxes on a weekly draw if you're taking money off the top for living expenses. But if you do that, it catches up with you at the end of the year when it comes to filing your taxes because you can't write that money off as wages as there's no real paper trail, therefore landing you into a higher tax bracket. But if you aren't really making that much money anyways, it doesn't really matter one way or the other. I personally pay myself as a regular W-2 employee, and I still don't have to pay workman's comp since owners are exempt in Washington state. I'm not sure about your state. You'll have to investigate that yourself. Okay, I digress. What are some other pros to working solo? You don't have to depend on anyone else other than yourself. You don't have to deal with employees calling in sick or just not showing up. You don't have to train anyone, and you're pretty much free to do whatever, whenever. You can stop for lunch or run personal errands in the middle of the day or whatever you feel like. You know that expensive equipment is being used correctly and not being abused. I had a bad employee years ago that abused my equipment so badly that it was almost a weekly occurrence that something broke. And we've all seen this scene from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Those are just a few reasons why I liked staying solo. Can you think of any other reasons? Leave a comment below and keep this discussion going on below. Yep, still snowing out here. Let's get back inside. What are the pros of hiring employees? Well, you can make a lot more money if done correctly. The key is if done correctly with the right employees. I've had bad employees over the years cost me a lot of money over the years. While, on the other hand, I've had good employees make the business look good and make way more money than I could have done alone. And you can actually take a day off occasionally. You can go to the beach. And the whole business doesn't come to a grinding halt. How nice is that? Hiring an employee or two helps free up your time for running errands to the hardware store, repairing your equipment, dealing with customers, and concentrating on generating additional sales and generally running the business. Here's a picture of what Microsoft Copilot thinks I look like running an errand to Home Depot. Lawn care is hard work, and you can't do it into your older age. But if you build the right business up over the years and hire the right team, you could do the lighter, lesser physical work that's associated with the business and still make a decent living. What do you think? Run solo or with employees? Personally, I've made the decision to stay smallish. We operate 3 trucks with only 1 or 2 employees. I've run bigger with more employees over the years, but I've had limited success in hiring the right bigger team. And in the end, I don't really make any more money. In fact, I found that I earn more money with a smaller operation. Hiring the right team is difficult in any industry, but in a seasonal job, it's even harder. Once you find and train an employee, you must lay him off for winter, and chances of him returning in the springtime are slim, because most smart people get snapped up by larger, more steady employers. That leaves us in the seasonal type of industry to more of a transient, less permanent labor population. That could be why we are always struggling to get good, smart, dependable employees. This clip from the Yeah, Sure You Betcha channel really sums it up.
My job is so easy. All I gotta do is get a bunch of divorced dads, degenerate gamblers, functioning alcoholics to build a house on a deadline, and then ensure it doesn't tip over on the homeowner and kill him.
I recently lost my main guy this year because he was a knucklehead and made some bad decisions. I had a lawn care friend of mine call me last week and report the same thing, that he lost his best guy for a similar reason. We spoke at length about this subject and what to do about it. We came up with virtually nothing. Well, the only thing we did come up with is maybe paying the guys a little bit more than the temporary seasonal job can during the winter to tempt them to come back and work for us in the spring. For example, if I can pay my guys more than the typical Christmas seasonal Amazon delivery driver, then maybe they'll be more likely to return to work in the spring. That's a big maybe, but it still doesn't address the being a knucklehead problem. You gotta love Spokane in the springtime. You can even hear the birds out there chirping. Hey, let's get back inside and finish this video. This discussion is far from over. I personally feel it's better to stay small with 1 or 2 temporary employees, while you might feel more comfortable staying solo. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching and clicking the like button and subscribing if you haven't already. I'll see you next time.